Well, here's a quick avian and loaded action figure obsession cleaning up the work table update. Didn't get much sleep last night, thanks to insomnia. And was working on this, trying to kind of get these guys organized here on the floor of the Shriners Convention, as I call it. um, I worked for the Shriners once. Anybody wants to hear that story, let me know in the comments. Anyway, yeah, so this is the photo area. These guys are moving the Avengers here. I'm not sure exactly where they're moving, if it'll be on this table or not. But they'll be moving soon. Here is my Diet Peach Iced Tea from Crystal Light in the super squishy Poland Spring bottle that I hate. I like Aquafina because their bottles are actually sturdy, and I'm sure worse for the planet. But there it is. There's the Avengers that I have assembled so far, plus a couple of Tony Masters. I wish I could remember his supervillain codename T Masters. I can't remember. It always just slips my mind. I slipped one of the because that white Taskmaster head did come as an alternate head with this. Actually, that might have been the head that was on him in the box, and then the other Taskmaster has the Udon head, which is really to me more suited for this body. But the white one kind of goes because it has some white accents. So there on the clavicle. I like to say clavicle a lot on this channel. Have you noticed that? I know there's another word for it. Collarbone. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I gave Tony the one of the plasma energy shields. I bought so many of those Commander Rogers figures when they were $10 at Ollie's just for that shoulder harness to give to other Captain Americas. You'll notice almost all my Captain Americas have a shoulder harness from Commander Rogers. That one there, which is a Secret Wars one. He doesn't. My understanding is if you heat up the shoulder harness, you can get it on the Marvel vs. Capcom Gamerverse cap. But why would you? Because that's going to limit that great articulation that we got out of those butterfly joints. So I don't do that. Yeah, 80 Years Cap has one. This Secret Wars one doesn't. This Secret Wars one has the shoulder harness, but it's from somebody else. Because you'll notice the Commander Rogers one had the buckles. This one has pouches. I forget who he's from. And then this one has, or who that harness is from. I just collect shoulder harnesses, and the action figures are a sideline, really. And then there's another Commander Rogers harness in this ocean of Captain Americas. Again, not my entire Captain America collection, but a lot of them. Yeah, Wolf Cap. God, he wins my heart every time I look at him. How could you not love him? He's so cuddly. And that Secret War, not Secret Wars, but Secret War, another series altogether, sort of concept art Captain America. Not even sure he ever appeared in that outfit in the book, but it's a good cap. It's built on the same body as the Wolf cap, which eventually gave us the Gameverse cap, the slow evolution over time of the Wolf cap from 2014 to this guy. I think I've talked about that in previous videos, and you're probably bored with it, so I won't bring it up again. And we got a little tiny Worthy cap back here, the MCU cap. He's got Mjolnir down there somewhere. I don't want to get too close. I have knocked over everything on this table. Like, virtually everything has fallen over. At least 6 times in the last couple of hours, and then I've had to put everybody back up. But I'm trying to be very zen about it, really. And I got a couple kit patches here too. We got my World War II Captain America with the World War II shield from that Marvel Select cap. Say hello, World War II cap. And then we got my comic worthy cap. I bought. Let's see. I have a Secret Wars cap. This lighter blue. That's the Secret Wars cap. No shading on the scale mail. That's how you tell the difference between that and the 20th, because the 20th has all kinds of shading on the scale mail, and also it's a darker blue. Anyway, so I got one Secret Wars Captain America in my on my Jack Kirby Thousand Oak shelf, and then one. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think that's all my Secret Wars Captain Americas. So I got, as you can imagine, between the Commander Rogers buying them all for the shoulder harness and the 5 Secret Wars Captain Americas, I've got a lot of broken shields and I've got a lot of energy shields. And I keep them all in my cap shield container right there as we make our way. Anyway, yeah, this is the emptiest. It's so I could eat lunch here. Not that I would, but I could. Uh, this is it feels quite luxurious at the moment, and I've got a big spot right here where a bunch of people could go. I love my faction so much that I don't want to move my pinstripe guys and my tracksuit mafia and my scientists and my gray agency guys. I don't want to move them to where I can't, easily reach them and see them and lovingly caress them and thank them for being in my life. I don't know what I'm talking about. The highly sought after Doctor Doom, he lost his spot on the Thousand Oaks Jack Kirby shelf because I replaced him with a statue. And and now he's just here hanging out on the work table. Say hi to everybody, Doom. Doom does not say hi. Yeah. Got my little battle android trooper, and my little snake eyes. They're being propped up against the Professor X hover chair with the Savage Land Professor X, and of course, the T-Rex. Yep. So, was there something I was going to tell you? Oh yeah, I found another set of these Iron Man. What do you call it? I don't know, smoke something effects. I'm just going to call it smoke effects. So he's got them on his arms there. I don't know if you can see it or not. That Venom, that 85 years Venom. And I have another 85 years Venom, and I think I'm either going to give them to him or to one of my shitty... maybe I'll put them on the shitty Eddie Brock one. On the old Hyperion body mold, see how that looks. I mean, the nice thing about figures on the Hyperion body mold is there's nothing you can do to make them look worse. You can only make them look better. That's right, the original Hyperion body mold. All right, I'm going to wrap it up for now because I think I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go grab a Venom and see what I can do with these tendrils. Thank you for hanging out for a couple of moments here before dawn. Well, at least it is here. We got freezing rain and ice building up on the roads outside. And I don't hear any plows or salt or sanders, so it should be an interesting day here in the North Country. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down if you hated it. I'm equal opportunity. And comment, leave a comment if you have any questions or comments or observations or thoughts or feelings you want to share. Subscribe to the channel, please, and hit the notification bell so you find out the next time that I knock everybody over. I mean, at some point there is going to be a video where literally 100% of them are on their backs or their feet are up in the air and they're knocked over, and it's going to be like that's going to be the video because I'm just going to be like, well, I have to show everybody since it actually happened. It just seems inevitable. Well, I threw a Valverse ammunition web gear set on Marvel Boy because that figure just sucks so bad with his weird little hairdryer guns and his vacant, well, I was going to say what kind of stare it is, but I don't want to get an entire generation mad at me, but you could figure it out. Yeah, I wish that figure didn't suck. I love the original Marvel Boy series by Grant Morrison and J.G. Jones so much. It was so good. It was one of the best comic books ever, from Marvel anyway. Marvel Boy 1 through 6, self-contained story. Just beautiful artwork, great storytelling, and a wonderful alternate universe story. And boy, they screwed that character up. I think even before the end of the book, because I think they added a couple of pages or something at the end of that 6-issue miniseries that were by other creators, or I forget. They wanted to make it like a to be continued thing when it should have just been self-contained, and that's pretty sad. But anyway, yeah, I took that Valverse Action Force web gear off of Ultimate Captain America over here, and made him look slightly more traditional, like and I don't use the angry face on him because he just looks so angry. Like, angrier than this. And I mean, come on, that guy just stepped in dog shit after losing the lottery. So, you know, angry. Yep, yep, yep. It's just a sea of happy Shriners. Yeah, the Happy Shriners Club. All right, I've wasted enough of your time, clearly. But, I look at the analytics and it looks like people click on the video and then they usually drift away by like 48 seconds in. So, I'm keenly aware that I'm talking to myself. I'll say it again though: like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all the YouTube things that will help other people who made the same mistake you did. Come and take a look at the video, and I will see you on the next. Hey, here's a custom Star-Lord that I did, a little kit bash. What do you think of that? Pretty good? Peter Quill comic Star-Lord? Not bad? Thoughts, feelings? Leave them in the comments. I'll see you on the next action figure adventure. Action figure obsession. Action figure obsession. It's always an adventure, though, isn't it? See you later.